With the holiday season in full swing, you still want to do all you can to maintain a healthy diet as well as a good exercise routine. How do you balance the two? Well, Allie True from True Balance in Mount Vernon is in to talk about exactly what you can do. Now, we've covered in the past a good exercise routine for whatever your needs, but you've got to marry it with a great diet, don't you?
Very important.
Now, in doing that, they're sort of blowing up one of the myths that may exist regarding the diet. We've always been told, many of us, 3 squares a day. That's where we eat first thing in the morning, we eat somewhere around noon, and then we have a meal before going to bed at night or a few hours before hitting the sack. That's not the case, is it?
Well, a lot of times when that's the case, you end up eating more during those meals. If you spread those meals out by having small snacks in between, you tend to eat less calories per main meal.
Now, you say spreading those out. How exactly do you spread them out? Is it a timed format? Is it a hunger format? How do you make the difference?
You definitely don't want to wait until you're hungry to eat, because that automatically starts to lower your metabolism. And the idea is to drive your metabolism up if you're looking to lose weight.
All right, in doing that, you want to always start, and this has always been a staple, start with a sound, good breakfast.
Absolutely.
But in all of these meals, a high fiber breakfast, but in all of these meals that follow throughout the day, a small meal every 3 hours or so, you want to include a carb and a protein.
Protein is very important. It's going to give you your essentials for your eyes, your hair, your skin, your muscle, your lean muscle mass. Whereas your carbohydrates are more important for your energy source. So you might not want to use your carbohydrates in your evening meal or your later in the evening meals. If you're just going to go home and relax and watch TV, you don't need those carbs.
More protein on the back end there.
More protein, maybe some vegetables, some fiber.
Now, starting with that high fiber breakfast, you brought in some examples that we may want to employ in our diets. Go ahead and tell us what you brought.
Well, when you're picking out, I want nutrition to be practical. There's so many trends out there. There's so many things that makes nutrition really hard to follow because no one doesn't like the taste or doesn't like the concept of it's too hard to do. So if you pick out a cereal that you like that's high in fiber, relatively between 4 and 5 grams per serving, and you find a milk that you like, there's so many different styles out there. Soy is good, almond is good, it all depends on what you like. Rice milk is good, lactate is good if you like actual milk, but if it still gives you a little bit of the indigestion problems. Grapefruit is excellent for burning fat. A granola, yogurt, and berries is an excellent snack. So
these are the between meals before lunch, and then we have another between meal, maybe some fruit or some protein moving into dinner, and now we're at dinner. How do we wrap it up on a good protein-strong night?
I really prefer having a nice salad at night with some lean grilled chicken or grilled steak or some kind of lean meat, because then you're not getting your high complex carbs, your potatoes, your pastas, your rices, stuff like that right there before you go to bed.
All right, Allie True with True Balance in Mount Vernon. Thank you so much for the time this
Thank
morning.
you.
You know, if you've missed any part of this, we're going to have it on our website, abc2news.com. But there it's shaping up after the holiday at True Balance Studio. Free body assessment, free personal training session, TrueBalanceStudio.com for all of the information you need. You're watching Good Morning Maryland. We return in just a moment.